Hey everyone, I'm going to look at the acoustic parts for All the Nations from the Behold album. This is again another song that you really want to play with click if possible. The tempo is 80 BPM and it just helps so that you don't start it too fast or start it too slow, because it can drag or it can be a bit rushed, especially when you get to the bridge if you start it too quickly. So let's just look at some of the shapes. The intro starts nice and big, drummer counts in, everybody comes in nice and full. So it's in the key of C, and it starts with an A minor, nice and simple, there, and then to an F. I know a lot of people don't like an F, but I found this one, it just rings out really nicely, and it's relatively easy to play. So I've got my thumb there on the F, on the E string, and then the rest. Hopefully you can see that quite clearly. So it's just between the A minor and the F twice, and then it goes to a D minor. You can either play the D minor. I tend to also play a D minor 7, just because I prefer the sound of it. Make sure when you're playing a D minor that you're only playing from the D string, alright? So you don't want the E string or the A string to ring out, so just make sure that that is nicely muted with, I use my thumb to mute those two strings. Then you've got a C over E, so it's obviously a normal C shape with the E at the top that needs to ring out, and then again to the F. So the intro sounds something like this. Then your verses, you've just got a C and a C sus, so there's your C shape into the C sus. It's pretty much that for most of the verse. And then at the end of the verse you have that same progression, the D minor to the C over E, and then to the F. Alright, and then the chorus chords are all chords that I've already covered. The only thing I'll say is it's sometimes nice to make the chorus stand out a little bit more by adding something a bit different. So what I'll often do is, if that's my C, is I'll put my pinky down on that G over there, and I'll kind of keep that going. So all the nations must worship. So you can keep that there for all the chords. There's my G. So you see my index finger and my pinky are pretty much staying in the same position, and the rest are just changing for the C, the 1, A minor, the 6, F, the 4, the 6, and then the G, the 5. Alright, and then going into the bridge, nice rhythmic bridge. Really important to just make sure that you're following the drummer on this one. Whether it's somebody on djembe or whether it's somebody on actual drum kit, just make sure you're following those accents that they're doing. So I will often play slight variations of the chords I've played. There's my F. I quite like this open G, so it's probably the easiest G you can play. You're putting your ring finger on the top there, and then A minor we've already done, G, F, we've already done the C over E. So it would sound something like this. The high places must fall. So just make sure you get that da-da, that kind of rebound on the specific parts of the song. So the bridge repeats, and it's got a C over E that you use there, a 1 over 3 that you use as you go from one bridge to the other bridge. It's a bit of a strange timing. It's on the third beat of the bar, so just make sure you watch out for that. So it would sound something like this. We will serve no other God. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The high places must fall. Alright. Again, let me just show you that. Serve no other God. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the rest of the song is pretty straightforward. Enjoy it.